He moved, but he did have something that affected him in his neck area, so they just were being careful. So we're very confident he'll be fine.
You give a statement at least on Southern Utah's physicality, really physical out there more than anyone.
That's a very good football team. Yeah, they're big and strong, and they run very well. I was really impressed with them. That makes our performance even better in my mind, the way we played, especially if, as we battled through that first half. But that's a very good football team.
Penalties.
Yeah, we hurt ourselves a lot. We needed to be able to stay ahead of the sticks. They were tough enough on defense the way it was for us. And when we had compounded with the penalties, that really made it very, very difficult for us. It was unfortunate, especially the first half. I felt like we could have got out and maybe got even a bigger advantage at halftime if we hadn't gotten our own way.
Did you feel like the underhand completion that Olsen made on fourth down, that they went back and reviewed and said it was a good pass, that kind of changed the game at all?
That was a huge moment in the game, absolutely gigantic. But if it was reviewed and that's the way the play really unfolded, then that's why we have replay to get it right. And we had some false hopes there, I guess, but that was a gigantic swing in this game. Yeah.
Those penalties, that play by Prukop where he lost
20 yards, yeah.
I think that's just a matter of the kids maybe trying a little too hard.
I think we're pressing a little bit. Yeah, I think so. It happens. I've been in this business long enough to know that a lot of the, as the season goes along, you can't underestimate the importance of getting on a roll, getting better every single week. And if you don't do that, then the gap widens every week. So Southern Utah has done it. They've been able to stay on track, and they've been able to get some wins and continue to get better every week. And we've had to retool and redesign and backpedal a little bit. We've had some disappointments, and it gets tougher and tougher. And so then you start to press, all those other things do start to happen. Yeah, I totally agree. We just haven't been able to get on that nice gradual slope that you have to have in a season.
What changed in the third quarter for them offensively? They scored 19 points.
Yeah, I know. That was very surprising to me. We had a good locker room at halftime, and we had some. I think the energy level, the focus was good. I was very surprised, and I'll have to look at the tape to give the X and O answer to that. I would imagine they got they got a sort of a wake-up call in the halftime in their locker room, because I think they, given our past defensive performance, I think they probably expected to do better in the first half than they did, and our defense came out and played superbly in the first half, and so. Maybe it was a little bit of them raising their level, but I thought we were really ready to go in the third quarter. I really did.
You talked about the Olsen play on fourth down. They also had a fake punt.
That wasn't a fake punt. That was just a reaction by their punter. Yeah. We sold out for a return there. One guy, we were supposed to have two players there to defend against, just to what we call secure the kick, one on each side of the shield, so that he would kick the football. One of those guys didn't get there, and so it was 3 against 1 block, and he just took off and ran on his own. That was a huge play, though, gigantic. Right before the half, we're going to get the ball back with lots of time, lots of timeouts. Very, very unfortunate. But we sold out for a good return there, and they had allowed some returns this year. Thought that was something we could get in this game, and it backfired on us just because we didn't do our assignments.
You touched on their defense a little bit, but talk about how they were able to neutralize the passing game. Largely all day.
Yeah, well, there isn't any question about how. It's up front. Their pass rush was daunting all day, and you got to give them credit. They're very, very good at that. And we've been in that situation here before, where if you can get rush with 3 and 4, sometimes even with 3, it makes it very, very difficult. And that's where it all went down. Dakota didn't have any time to sit back there, and that's a compliment to Southern Utah's defensive front. They're very good, and their pass rush was very good today.
Coach, at the end of the game, you made it 34-23. You decided to go for it on 2 instead of kicking and make a 10-score game. Were you trying to increase the momentum there?
No, you just have to get a 2-pointer at some point, and if you miss it, we knew we were down. We have to eventually get a 2-point conversion there. So that was what we were trying to do, get it early, so we didn't have to try to get it later.
Did you go through the formation where John's split up left and then Salmon was in line with eligible?
Yeah, Bo lined up at tackle, and then John lined up at tight end on the other side, then split out. He was on the line and covered up. It's just a trick formation, and luckily it worked. It was good. Nice that something worked. But that was a good play. Great throw and great effort by Barth to help Bo get in the end zone.
You came into this game hoping that maybe 3 wins to close it out, maybe sway the committee a little bit. Where do you go from here?
We've got to win a game. That's what we just talked about. There's a game on the horizon for us next week on Saturday. We're going to go play that game and win that game. That's what we're going to do.
You had multiples in the game, like for JP's that injury deal.
We're very beat up. We lost Keaton, Strong, JP, Ekoff didn't play at all. Gadecki came out. We're really beat up.
Yeah, I didn't see Ekoff in before warm-ups. Is that what it?
Ekoff had a major engineering exam that he had to take today, and he was unable to participate because of that. You know, Dakota got banged up at the end too, so we're pretty beat up. I don't have a lot of details on anything right now.
When you sat for those 2 plays, was it just when you knocked out or something? Or?
Yes, the first time.
At the same time though, Coach, are you impressed with the performance of some of your younger guys, especially on the defensive side?
I think we're making progress on defense. I really do. That was a really good performance, especially in the first half. I thought we played physical, played hard, tackled well. Our secondary made some plays. You know, we didn't get the ball away from them, which would have been nice, but 7 points in the first half, great performance. And like I said, what we've talked about, we got to go to work and see what happened in the third quarter. But it was inspired all game there as far as the effort goes, and I'm encouraged.
The front line, what that was like for them, what that was like.
Well, like Coach Ash said, they're very physical and they're very gifted. So.
Did you do anything in particular to put pressure on the passer today?
They changed up some of their looks, but nothing we couldn't handle. And you know, with guys going down like they did and young guys having to step up, I thought we did decently well. I thought we responded well, but they're still a good football team and we didn't do enough to win today.
We'll talk about number 53, Kaiser, just in particular in your matchup with him.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup. It was a formidable opponent, and yeah, he's a good player, and got a good speed around the edge. But yeah, he's a good player.
Just kind of this feeling right now. What is this like?
It sucks.
Penalties, I mean, where's the disappointment level there at this point?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but yeah, it's disappointing.
Where do you guys go from here? A couple games left. What will be kind of just the mentality of the team?
The mentality, one of our core values is resiliency, and we got to come back. We got to win it on the road first time this year, and then finish out the rest of the year after that.
All right, thanks for the gain some traction down at some point.
I don't really know. I think everything we were running was right. It was working in the first half, and then I don't know. I can't say we came out flat because I thought everyone was really uplifted and everyone was playing hard. So I'm not sure. You know, I wish I knew because then I could have hopefully gotten a chance. But no, I don't know. I wish it didn't happen.
How do you account for all the penalties? Do you think that Coach said that you guys are maybe pressing a little too much?
You talking about defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, I think we were just playing very hard and very physical, and I don't know, sometimes we just didn't get our head around or whatever it might have been, you know, like I know Grant had that hit on the quarterback that got him 15 yards or something, but I mean, that's just, our defense is playing physical and fast, and sometimes like plays like that, it's hard to hold up, you know, and I get it, it happens to everyone, so. It's hard for me to be mad at stuff like that. Obviously, you want to play a clean game. You don't want penalties against you, but for me, I like to see that fire out of those guys. You know, at least they're coming out as fast and as hard as they can. So, you know, I'd be so mad at them for it.
The broken play that hit, like the game, was a big, ended up being a big pass play down the middle where he had him on the run. Just considering the pressure you got, how demoralizing is it then when someone turns around like that? What at first looks like a possible play.
I mean. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because, you know, you think you had it done or whatever, and then you turn around and it didn't. But I don't know. I think we talk about it over and over, and I think Dakota talked about it more than anyone. Is just that you see it happens, and you try to move on as fast as possible. And especially with an offense is just going to keep going. You know, they get an explosive play, line up, and they're ready to go. So you see it, it's, you kind of get bummed a little bit, but it's on to the next play, you know, because if you keep thinking about that last play, you're not going to get over it, and each play from there on out is going to hurt you.
Anything schematic you guys did to put pressure on?
No, we did exactly what we've done all year, but a lot of it is just our play type has changed. You know, a lot of it is the guys that haven't played a lot until this year have figured out that this game is meant to be fast and physical, and a lot of it is we've changed our mentality more than our scheme. So, you know, we get off the ball, if someone's in your way, you do everything to get off of them, and if they don't, we have the confidence in each other that somebody else is going to get there.
Last time you guys played a big game here, Sac State, you wore out the quarterback and whatnot. Do you think you're getting close to that today? I mean, you had a couple really good hits.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to that quarterback right after the game. And, he was funny because I complimented him on. I was like, man, we were hoping you would break. You know, that's one of our favorite things as a D line is to see a quarterback just give up. And we put a ton of pressure on him, and we smacked him around, and he was tough, man. He got back up and was ready. And you know, you hear some of those hits that just hurt. You know they hurt him, and man, he bounced back up. And usually a quarterback will start short-arming passes or get scared in the pocket and run, you know, but I don't know. He was pretty resilient in that aspect.
The creases that they found in the late third, early fourth quarter of the run game, what was that about?
I don't know. I know like one play we missed a tackle. That was tough. Some plays like up front, I won't say anything about their technique, but up front, like it was just hard to get off of things, you know. Some stuff I was not used to, and a lot of things you're not trained to get off of, like some blocks that you just aren't supposed to see in football. But I don't know. I think we're gonna have to go look at it and make sure it doesn't happen anymore.
Just what Davis asked earlier, what do you think about how some of the young guys on defense performed today? So you guys have been improving.
Yeah, really well. I know before Trey got hurt, you could tell, you know, some things just weren't going his way, the ball wouldn't bounce his way, you know, but every time I talked to him on the sideline, he was very positive about it, and he didn't have his head down, he was ready to go. And for me, man, that's one of the best things I can see right now, is just that they're not giving up. A lot of the young guys, you know, like a lot of the inexperienced guys are giving us everything, and so that's why, you know, you can be mad after losses, but I'm gonna just take the positives out of it, and that's one of them, is that these guys are giving me and the rest of the team everything they have.
What's next for this team?
Winning football games, man. As far as I see it, I have 2 more, and that's 2 games I'm not going to lose. And I don't know. I'm going to do everything I can. Our coaches will do everything they can, and all the players are going to give you everybody as much as we have. So we got 2 games to win. Go out on a high note, I guess.
All right, thanks.